coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UCONN Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the UCONN Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. UConn will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. You've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Back to pass. It's Jordan. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Find space on the right. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. NC State now operating from the red zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. UConn going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. UConn quick to the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Trying to barge their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your back.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's a seam wide open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. NC State going up tempo. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knox. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UConn offense goes back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quarterback gets the 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the move. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That pass is incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. It's complete to the left. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. NC State quick to the line. From the gun. Touchdown, NC State! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The UConn offense goes back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The give on the option. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Motion from the wideout. Snap to the back. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Dances away. Gets rid of it. This time it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UCONN going back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes the easy one to the back. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Now on the option. The pitch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Jordan. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to make the tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, North Carolina State. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 17.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. There he goes. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Husky. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Discards it with the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does it.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab deep. Here he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hurtado. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Huskies will have it first and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires left. It's complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. UConn is now threatening in the red zone.
22 water.
Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Defense might bring the house here. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Out of the backfield, he's open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. NC State going up tempo. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's got it. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Corner's going to give them room. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. Going airborne. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Turning on the Jets. The 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Jordan. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half with a run. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got the quick pass. Still running at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Steps away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. He wants to throw it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, and this one's over.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Cook. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
That last completion sets them up on second down. The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Working that left side now. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first. Goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Jordan. Buying some time. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick spin on the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This UConn offense really has it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to throw, it's Cook. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
He'll throw it. Oh, he makes the catch.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. NC State quick to the line. He might want another play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle, it's not. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Scrambling away. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Fitted in the window for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. UConn going back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He'll pull it down and run. Gets the first himself. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
UCONN 17.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The UConn offense goes back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Cook. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. UConn will have to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. Sprinting away. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. NC State going up tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 24 over Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Cook. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Huskies are marching down the field. 29 Philly. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
To the air on second down. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
22, water.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake and bam, that defender's right in your face.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Unloads it left. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. NC State quick to the line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down coming up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete on the right side, and they're able to get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Knox. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Offense in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
Now they'll run the draw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Moving out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle, it's Knox. And they will score! Touchdown, Wolfpack! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point was good.
That makes the score.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Now on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They boot it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Dropping back, it's Cook. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Turns it loose deep. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. The UConn offense goes back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, NC State.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Pocket breaking down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.